In 1995, science journalist Daniel Goleman published a book introducing most of the world to the nascent concept of emotional intelligence and emotional quotient, or EQ in short. The ability to identify emotions in both yourself and others, to recognize the powerful effects of those emotions, and to use that information to inform and guide behavior. The idea, which was primarily based on the research of psychologists John Mayer and Peter SALOVEY, quickly took off and went on to greatly influence the way we think about emotions and human behavior. The world has dramatically changed in the over 20 years since Goleman's book burst onto the scene, and it's become obvious that the importance of emotional intelligence, or EQ, has only intensified. Now, here's the proof. Take a look at the following examples to get the idea that why emotional intelligence is important, and see if they look familiar. A fractured political climate takes center stage, where candidates use emotions like fear and anger as weapons of mass persuasion. Passionate followers, quick to judge the other side as stupid or incorrigible, then pursue heated discourse and hurl ad hominem attacks, making calm and rational discussions all but impossible. Globalization and other factors continue to push persons of different races, cultures, and backgrounds into closer proximity. But unfamiliarity breeds fear, and these differences fuel suspicion and worry. A rising wave of sexual harassment allegations has revealed a pandemic in which influencers use power and position to inspire panic and shame in their victims. But as the curtain continues to be pulled back, those victims have proved that there is strength in numbers and in gaining control over their emotions. Then, there's the rapid development of technology. The internet has put an immense amount of information at our fingertips. But as stories and news travel at lightning speed, it's more difficult than ever to tell fact from fiction. The result? An era of post-truth, where appeals to emotion and personal belief have become more influential than objective facts. The proliferation of smartphones and mobile devices has also affected us in unexpected ways. For many, brief moments of observation or self-reflection have been replaced by constant reading and responding to messages, checking of social media feeds, or simply browsing the internet. Action spurred on by feelings of anxiety and fear of missing out. As this Pavlovian addiction to our devices slowly destroys our self-control, it simultaneously diminishes our ability to think for ourselves. The websites we frequent play a major role in shaping our emotions. The stories we read, the news we consume, the videos we watch all shape our moods and thoughts, slowly molding our opinions and ideologies. Most often, we don't even realize it. Additionally, as the world has evolved, so has our understanding of emotional intelligence and EQ. Gone are the days of considering emotional intelligence inherently virtuous. Rather, it's become evident like traditional intelligence. This tool can be used for both ethical and unethical purposes. For example, researchers have demonstrated how some with high emotional intelligence use their skills to selfishly influence or manipulate others. Mr. Smart has crafted a special video to address the dark side of emotional intelligence. Don't forget to watch it. You can conveniently find its link in the card and description. Viewers, these are just some of the reasons we need emotional intelligence today more than ever. Don't just be emotional, be emotionally intelligent. Emotions are a basic part of us. They make us human. The key is not to remove emotions from our decision-making process or to pursue some robotic form of existence. Instead, you must learn to deal with those emotions in a productive way. This learning starts with understanding what is emotional intelligence, or EQ, and why is it important. Identify how your feelings affect your thinking. Rage and fear can move you to take action against an unacceptable set of circumstances, and that's good. But let on the loose, and those feelings can cause major damage to you and those you care about. By learning to acknowledge your feelings and even embrace them, you begin to build awareness of them. Take time to see how those feelings change and how this influences your actions. This will help you achieve personal development. Once you understand how emotions affect you and your thought process, you can begin learning how others' emotions affect them. As you gain the ability to see things from their perspective, you'll also gain the ability to communicate in a way they understand. Those abilities can help increase the quality of your interactions with others and help you build stronger relationships, ultimately leading to self-improvement and satisfaction in your life. In time, you'll also see the dark side of emotional intelligence, how some individuals master this ability for selfish gain, how they use your emotions to manipulate or harm you. But as you gain knowledge of the methods others use to exploit your emotions, you'll also learn how to protect yourself. Viewers, Mr. Smart has crafted a complete animated series especially for you to understand deeply what is emotional intelligence or EQ, why it is important, and how to master your emotions. Don't forget to watch all episodes of this series through the link in card and description. Now, I have 2 questions for you. 1. How important is emotional intelligence for you? 2. Have you ever witnessed the dark side of emotional intelligence? Write your answers briefly in the comments section. Mr. Smart has used Justin Barizzo's writing in this animation. He is well known for his book EQ Applied, The Real-World Guide to Emotional Intelligence. LinkedIn named him a top voice in the field of management and workplace culture 3 years in a row. Subscribe to Mr. Smart to improve emotional intelligence and watch more animations based on Justin Barizzo's writings to build emotional intelligence and sharpen your EQ. I need to remind you that Mr. Smart is not just another YouTube channel. It is a complete learning and self-development platform. Visit the website mrsmart.org to find more content, quizzes, and courses. You can also join Smart Club through the link in the pinned comment for illustrations, PDF version, and detailed quiz for every new animation.